Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
$56.
180.
Right there. 56.
Watch twist. Blue, blue.
Shit.
On first down, Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Go.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On third down, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Guns and drugs. When I can just whip somebody up, go to jail for 6 months to a year, get my money in, and get out.
Wait, that wide 80.
Okay, question. I want to get back to you.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And it was very not frequent that they would leave it there by myself, me and the other girls. They were paid to pretty much watch it.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You asked me, and he was like, yeah.
Let go of the ball.
Yeah, that was supposed to be.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Alabama.
Yeah, because
Mike spoke well. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, exit. Hey, check it.
And the guy
Rip.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got a man open. He finds Simi Cobbs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Brady. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now Trubisky underneath to Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
You can't really give like a set ratio because different states is different. No.
I've seen it in Atlanta Airport all the time.
Yes.
They have so many posts about it.
Yes, different states.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
First of all, human traffic is
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, baby.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
What I'm picking.
Now it's Trubisky.
Damn.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Then as a kid, so it was like I needed it.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
30 different sites, nothing in them. So it was just
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So I'm like, fuck, you know, and my son was like, Mommy, he put a Diablo on my arm, and I'm like, who? So I turned back, and soon the door opened, he had my baby shit. And
Wait, that round 80? Round 80? Not here.
And, you know, I'm looking, and he's still trying to put her. And
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
This
Watch
one
the
black
run,
guy
watch the
in
run.
his face.
Let's go on. No, 66. Bud.
Allowing
that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, ball 66.
Throwing is Brady on third down.
Oh, Brady!
Complete.
That's
More
easy.
problems here on third down. They've converted only one so far in the first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't
What is the
win on
problem,
third down,
man?
it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over.
What for all of the women that you...
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They're going to find a way to finish these drives.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
And I'm like, in my mind, it was just, what the fuck just happened? I'm not drunk. I done told you this, right?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Spoke and said my industry name, man, like,
Industry name.
Cylinder.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. He's going to find Cobbs here. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And she was like,
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
No, I'm telling you, it was like in the 90s, the late 90s.
Probably early 2000.
No, it was like the late 90s. I wish we could call my girl now, because she said, she told our friend that she got...
Wait, that's wide, Eddie!
Yeah.
What happened? What was the story?
Record.
We was in the room, in the hotel room, and you told me I was too pretty of a girl.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
You
don't want this.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Alert. He don't want it.
Trubisky will throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, Wood.
Now it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
The stuff that's going on now, this stuff is the same shit. It's the same shit we used to do.
180. Check. Watch 54. Alert. Go.
Mike 54.
Alert.
Kill.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. What people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Because that's exactly what they did to my friend.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Let's make these babies ready to hit.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
The girl is home now, right?
Hey, both 66. Hey, Charlie.
Check. Time to go, night. 44.
Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
72.
44.
Hey, Alpha.
44.
Hey, the Bears.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
That pass, Brady.
And that'll end up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
What the fuck is going on? Why Brady
They have not
crashed?
gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw again on second down. Brady, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
49, check 49, check 49. Rip. Hey, Zoo. Check it.
To throw, it's Brady. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
I ain't bragging, but I had the long
Motion.
On first down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady.
Holy shit, Brady.
Not to be. It's incomplete.
God damn,
couldn't
bro.
hook up as time has
Crazy
now run
shit.
out on this third quarter of play.
Tom Brady,
Back
man.
now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I want you to use
Check it.
Yes. Get your info
Hey,
right now.
echo.
Contact you.
Right there. I'm coming. I'm coming.
That's
Regular.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Damn.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Check 26. Recon, 132 fighter. Alert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
It's just not going to happen. Has all Kelly ever tried it? No. But I've been with...
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
18.
But I would love to come back.
If I caught your little beige ass in the sex trafficking ring, I would have definitely told you too ugly to be doing this.
Two jet bombers.
This is Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I had talked to Dan. I was there when she got out.
How'd you get her free?
Can I go into detail on this?
Yeah, we got to make sure let her come. She's coming.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here I come again.
Does she know who I am?
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former 1st-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back
Yeah,
in.
they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He got 29 yards that time.
Sit up. 180.
56 is the mic.
Know your job.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 47. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Got a man. It's Gathers, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, ball.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost got for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Red, tuck.
56. Mike, 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Blue.
Mike, 56.
Hey, seam 6. You ain't going nowhere.
56 is Mike. 56 is
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
Brady going to look to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Wait, that wide, 80.
58 the Mike.
Watch the run. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Switch.
Hey, hot.
Now Brady. And Thomas has it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You got it, son. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Now it's Trubisky. Got a man. It's
Turn
Patterson
around,
complete.
bro. What the fuck?
And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Interception, man.
Stop. 180. Check 56. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Your Cam is not doing nothing.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Wait, that 53. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Shadow.
Brady to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.